everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Jonah, the coach of the old Razzle Dazzle Football Club, and today we're going to be running through a few trade targets. It's going to be a bit of a shorter video today because I'm a little bit pressed for time, but I still wanted to be able to get something out for you guys, just so you know what I think are the best trade targets for this round, and then also just show you my possible trades for the round as well. A lot of my trades will depend upon the teams that are announced tonight, but we'll just get right into it. So Braden Pruce is the first one. He's $411,000 and he's averaging 108, and that's only from one game, of course. He's got a break even of 7, so he's going to go up a fair bit of cash. So I don't know, is $411,000 too much to have on your bench? That's a decision that you're going to have to make. If you already have him, well done. Enjoy the cash gen. His pros are his scoring. He had great VFL numbers where he averaged 132 in 2019. That was only from 10 games as well, so it was a bit of a smaller sample size, but still a great average. So we know he can score when he is the solo ruck. So if he is named as solo ruck tonight, I'd be bringing him into your team to play on your bench or to play on your field. His price, he's only 411,000, so if you go down from someone like a Gawn to him, you're going to be able to upgrade a McCartan up to maybe a Jordan Dawson. That's one of the trades that I'm looking to do. And you're also going to enjoy his low break even, so he's just going to make a lot of cash, as I said before. The cons is that Leon Cameron has said that Matt Flynn might come back into the team this round, which could reduce Pruce's scoring. So just keep an eye out for that in the team news, and then make a decision. Moving on, we have Jordan Dawson. So he's been really good this year so far. He's been averaging 95, and I think he will be a top 6 defender. He's only 756,000, so I think he can push the 800,000 mark, so he's not fully priced just yet. His role is really good as well, so the Crows, you can just see that they want the ball in his hand because he's the best user in the team, so they just want to give him the ball, which is great to see and great for his +6s. He averages 90% time on ground, which is what you want in all your fantasy players. You want them to have more time on ground so that they can get more points. And his marks, he's averaging above 7.5 marks a game, which is really good. As I said, those +6s are really handy, and he's just going to rack them up. His cons is that he might get some attention because he is the best user of the ball in the Crows team, so teams might try to tag him. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for that, but I still think he's a great pickup and that he will be a top 6 defender by the end of the year. Moving on to Isaac Heaney, 745,000 with an average of 107, a break even of 69. He's going to push 800k as well. So he's averaging 5 tackles a game, which is pretty good, and averaging 3 goals a game, which is really good for a midfielder. We know he does play forward a bit sometimes, and his time on ground is 87%, so that's also really good. He's got a great fixture coming up, so he versus the Kangaroos this week, and then the Eagles, and then the Hawks. So his next 3 are really easy, so he should score really well against them. So if you're going to bring him in, this would be the week to do so. The only con that I can think of is that he might get used for forward, but this is a slight con because we know that he can still score well as a forward. So I think he's a great pickup, and I'll be bringing him in. Alright, so now we move on to my possible trades. So for the first one, I'm thinking of going Gawn down to Pruce, which allows me to go McCartan to Dawson. These trades get McCartan to a premium, which seems like a smart move. However, a large part of me still wants to stay true to the set and forget ruck philosophy. So I don't know, I am really thinking about keeping Gawn and then moving Hayes to Pruce. Yeah, we'll look at that trade now. So that trade would involve Huff to O'Driscoll and then Hayes to Pruce. I like these trades as it gives me solid cover on the bench as well as some decent cash generation. But just having $411,000 on my bench seems a bit silly, and I don't know if it's too much to have on my bench. So yeah, hopefully he's named as the solo ruck so that he can get a lot of cash gen and that he will be worthwhile having in the team. The third trade is a bit of a different one. It would be Gawn to English and then Hayes to Pruce. So these trades give me flexibility because in round 6 I could swap Cherry to the ruck, and then I could use the cash from Bruce that he makes in those next 2 rounds, and then I can move Cherry to Gawn, and then I can switch English to Cherry's old position in the forward line. So it's a bit of moving everything around, but it could be a smart move. But maybe I'm just trying to get a little fancy with it. I'm not too sure. So I don't think I'll do that one. But it's just a little idea that I'm throwing up in the back of my head. Anyway, that brings you to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe and like the video. And yeah, tell your friends about the channel if they're interested in fantasy. Alright, really appreciate it, guys. See ya. Bye.